So this is the 1 Sol to 100 challenge where basically I'm trying to go from 1 Sol to 100. But before I start this video, I want to introduce you guys to Axiom.trade. This is the best trading network I've ever traded on, and it's the reason that I was able to make so much money in this episode because of the super fast fills and the way I was able to get in and out of trades super fast. So I couldn't have done it without Axiom. If you guys want to try it out, link is in the description, or you guys can go to Axiom.trade and use my referral code MIROSII, Morosi with 2 I's. So definitely check it out. I've been loving it. The lowest fees on the market as well. So yeah, check it out. But anyways, let's get back to it. Now I started off with 1 Sol after losing so many times, where I've lost hundreds of dollars. And so I'm like, okay, I'm just going to buy 1 more Sol and, you know, everything's going to go good, blah, blah, blah. So I took a couple trades. I was losing. I went up to like 1.5 Sol and I was back down to 0.8 Sol. And I needed something that would, you know, clutch up, something that would change the whole entire game for me. And that was this trade called Fuck My Life, I Sold. So right here, you can see I bought the last remaining 0.8 Sol at 37K market cap, and it went up to 44K, and I sold for like an extra $20. And then, of course, after I sold, it went up to 300K, right? So that's absolutely absurd. That's just so unlucky. I thought it was a good ticker and everything. So as you guys can see, I bought again at 104K, sold at 191K. That was like, or I sold 50% at 191K. So I was getting a little my initials out, and then I proceeded to sell up here. And then of course it went up even more. It went up to nearly 500K. I bought back down here and sold. I guess this was a MEV, but I sold at around 200K again. Then I bought again and sold for another $50. So this was basically just a lot of scalping, Got really unlucky with this buy and sell because literally a minute, 2 minutes later, it just went crazy. But as you can see, my P&L here, because I kept rebuying, 729 bought and sold for 1K. So that got me up to around, I think I was at like 2.5 Sol-ish. So that was pretty much my best trade so far. So then I had 2.5 Sol to mess around with a little bit, and I was kind of just taking these little wins right here. As you guys can see, I was doing $39, $40, well, 27%, 12%, 360%. This was pretty much my next trade. So basically this was called Degenia. I thought it was a pretty good ticker. I thought it made sense when you go into this. The sovereign nation of Degenia, as you know, they're called degens, like in the trenches. And so my buy ended up being at 32K market cap. As you can see, my average cost is at 32K. And I sold at 38K. I bought in with someone sold for like 1.2. That was probably one of the biggest mistakes of my life. Because then it went up to around 165K. Then I bought at 87K, sold at 99K for about 30 more bucks. And then it skyrockets like absolutely crazy. I didn't dive back in again. It ended up going near 500K. And yeah, it was very upsetting. Went to like wick to 800K here. So absolutely insane. This is why taking profits is good. And, you know, buying the dips and selling quick, like scalping is good. But sometimes if it's a really good ticker, you just got to hold. And I've learned that a little bit more, even though I've also paper-handed a lot of money since then. But so far, so good. I was at like about 3 Sol after this. I bought Lumen earlier today where I had a 46K entry for 1 Sol, and I sold at 74K for about a 2X. And then, of course, you know, in the right fashion, it goes up to about 400K. So that's a 10X. I put in 1 Sol, I would have made about $2,000, about 10 Sol. I would have obviously sold on the way up, so I probably would have made like 1K maybe. But yeah, on this trade, I ended up making about 0.6 Sol, so it was pretty good. Another trade I had was deepswarm.js. Now, this wasn't even like the official deep swarm, so I don't even know why I bought it, but I saw a huge dip, and I bought in at about 20K, and I sold at 36K, so it was basically a 2X. I made 1 Sol off this pretty much, or 0.76. So this was one of my better trades. And then this was the biggest fumble I have ever had. I can't say this name, so I'm not going to say it. But I bought 1 Sol at about 31K market cap, sold it at 34. Then I bought on the way down. I bought 3 Sol. I just kept DCAing, and it went so far down. I had to hold on the way up. Like, I don't know how I was even holding. But on the way up, I sold a lot here. So that ended up making me a couple $100. Bought again here, sold up again, and then of course buy again, sell, and of course after I do that it goes back up. I bought this dip right here and I sold a lot more on the way up, And then of course after that, I did the same thing where I bought the dips and I held. I had 4 SOL in at this point, and then it went up and I was going crazy. I was selling like crazy, and I sell the rest before this up. Of course, I sell right here, and boom, Eurus buys, and it goes crazy all the way up to 200k. I fumbled, I think, like 8k on this if I had just held this 4 SOL up until like somewhere around here. So it really sucks, honestly. Would have made way more, but we did come out with $463. There were a bunch more scalps, like for example this coin. I made about 40% on it. I caught this little dip right here down to 150k and sold at 210k, so little 40%, made another 80 bucks. And yeah, that's basically landed me to where I am now. Right now I'm at 8.3 SOL. Total P&L is 1.8k, it says, and I did just lose on this trade. It was a pretty dumb trade. I kind of just got top filled here, but it's all right. We are at 8.3 SOL, and that's my 1 to 100 SOL episode 1 video. Let me know if you guys, like this. I'm gonna continue to make this as long as I keep making money. Praying I should. I think I've been doing pretty decent trading recently. So, ooh, forgot to mention Greed coin. This went crazy. He actually rugged it. He rugged it at the end because it was just kind of dying out. But I just held this for a very long time. Ended up putting in like 5 SOL on the dips. I saw this. My average entry, as you can see, was 2.94 mil. Bro, I was such an idiot. I bought it here and sold at 3 mil for like 40 bucks. And then it goes up to freaking 35 mil. Actually 40, I think. Nah, like 35 mil. So this was my biggest sell in the whole entire thing. I don't know how I forgot to mention this. 40 mil. So I am at 8.2 SOL right now. Market is plummeted right now, $169 for 1 SOL. So ass. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. More to come. I'm going to trade after this. It is a little bit scary because I am up on the day, but quite scary to trade after winning a little bit. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. My Axiom link is in the bio if you guys want to use Axiom. That's how I'm able to freaking get in and out of these trades so quick. It's pretty damn fast. I don't think I'd be able to do this with BullX if I'm being honest. Not even to shit on them, even though they did half of their platform is copied from Axiom. But yeah, guys, peace out.